G'day fellas and welcome back to the Chicago Cougars draft build, formerly the Arizona Cardinals. I want to start off with two things. First of all, thank you guys so much for the support on these. Draft builds are easily my favorite thing to do, and to see such a good reception from you guys, it genuinely means so much to see so much support. The second thing is I have a lot of things coming up in the very near future, a lot of things I have to plan for, meaning I have to get videos done a lot in advance. From here on out, there pretty much will be no editing in these other than when we play the games in Season 4. Now, getting into the actual build, we are a 72 overall now. We have Christian Kirk to re-sign as well. Nobody else needs to be re-signed here. Chase Edmonds, not really interested now that we have Sidney Dre. Christian Kirk is going to be a big part of this team though. I cannot wait to find out the rookie's development. I have a feeling that Christian Miles, defensive tackle, is going to be a superstar. And if we pair him with Lamar Rivers, oh dude, it's going to be overkill. Lamar Rivers getting a nice little 2 boost here. Looking for this guy to have a breakout season, no two ways about it. Probably go up to a 90 overall in this episode as well. Gerald Meeks gonna go up to an 82 overall. If you didn't see last episode, this guy won Defensive Rookie of the Year, boosting him from a star development to a superstar. So we are grinding that defense. So in this year's draft, we have a first round, 3 second round picks, a third and 3 fourths. So we gotta jump down to the second round then and see if we can find some gems. I'm desperately trying to find linebackers. Like, that is still the biggest problem with this team. Last episode was not very generous to us, and it looks like it's going to be the same thing again, as we're doing nothing but pulling 3 and 4 round quality players. Ooh, Denard Lawrence out of Vandy looks like a monster. Jaleel Goodson looks somewhat decent as well. Defensive tackle, defensive line is definitely not what we need though. Star relocation, no thank you. We already relocated once. We have to be super close to finding out these guys' development as well. That's when we'll go through a little team update. About the midway point of the season, week 9, we are on a 5-2 record, leading the NFC West. Man, the Rams and the 49ers really fell off. Really good to see, mate. If we can do the same thing next year, which will be better, all we need to do is make the playoffs. I'll take over when we get there. But we should be finding out relatively soon this week, maybe next week, what our development. Christian Miles is a superstar X Factor. We still have not found out the go with Sidney Dre yet. I've been doing the training every single week with gold, so we should have quite a few upgrade points as well. Lane Duggan going up to a 74. I'm starting to get really annoyed though. I still haven't found my first like superstar or X Factor offensive lineman yet. Sidney Dre going up to a 78 overall. He's been backing up Kareem Hunt this season. New ability unlocked for Christian Miles. Let's get a look at this team. We've already improved the offense from a 72 to a 79. The only person we're waiting on is Sidney Dre on the offense. Look at this D line right here. This guy was a Pro Bowler last season, Vernon Adams. Didn't go up a development, but still, now that we've paired Lamar Rivers with Christian Miles, bro, this is OP as hell. We have unstoppable force, under pressure, and pass rush elite. Opposing quarterbacks gotta be scared of us now. Again, we have been blessed with a terrible linebacker class. There's a lot of talent in the very early first round, but backing it up is just terrible. Like, everybody in the second round is not worth a second round pick. With that being said though, the draft board is somewhat coming together. We got Markel Meeks and Denard Lawrence. Jaleel Goodson on the D-line looks really good as well. We could just add to our D-line if we wanted. Definitely not our top priority, but Marvin Hankins though is that dude. A-, A-, and B+. We should look to try and get 2 offensive linemen. We do have 3 second round picks, so we can make that happen. Heading into week 15, this team has really just go on beast mode. We are on a 10-3 record. We are head and shoulders above everybody in the NFC West. Hopefully Sidney Dre is finally up to an 80 overall. Christian Miles is going to go up to an 82. Kyler Murray's been doing really well as well. He's nearly up to a 90 overall. We really need to start, getting some 90 overalls and things of that nature. Give it 3 years and this team will be 99s across the board. But trying to make this all come together in 3 seasons is just so hard. Sidney Dre is now up to a 79. We need to try and get him to that 80. Still has a little bit to go on the XP, but he does have post flag elite. Receivers with this ability to run sharper routes and catch more consistently. Okay, that's not bad. You want to see how bad this class is? Look at all these red gems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row. 9, 10, 11, 12, bro. This is like the bust draft right here. Super weird, super bad draft. Like, I was hoping for maybe even a tight end, but they're all garbage as well. And the worst part is, look at the receivers. Every single one of them is red. The only person that looks good is Mac Person in the second round. Football has been passed down through the generations in the Lawrence family. Denard Lawrence at Vandy is apparently a generational player of some sorts. Yeah, he's right here. He's A-, A-, and B+. So this is my guy right here. We have the 25th pick in the first round projected. I might even just go ahead and trade like 2 seconds and a first to move up to the second pick. Try and take this Denard Lawrence guy. He is the real deal. Maybe even try and get 2 first-round picks so we can get Marvin Hankins out of BC as well. Actually, that is the game plan, in fact. That's what I want to do. So now we lose 4 games in a row. We're now tied with the Seahawks for the NFC West. If we'd just won one of our last 4 games, we could have avoided all of this. Christian Miles jumping up to 84 overall. This guy is damn near taking over Lamar Rivers in half the time, man. This is his first season. We focus trained Davarius Moody. He's not really increasing that much, only up to an 83. We'll save majority of these upgrades for the Super Bowl week. All right, can we go ahead and knock off the Seattle Seahawks? We do. Wow. Okay. Can we make it to the NFC Championship week? That would be crazy. If we could beat Dallas. We lost. 35-14 as well. It was a pretty miserable defeat. We started off week 1 getting shut out 23-0. And then look at this, just go on this massive win streak throughout the season. Finished with 3 losses. Heading into the postseason, we beat up on the Seahawks and now lose to those Cowboys, those damn Cowboys. Kyler Murray had a really bad season in terms of yardage, barely cracking 3,000, 26 touchdowns, 7 picks, so that's not bad. Those yards though, they got to be lifted heavily. On the rushing end, Kareem Hunt went for 1,565 yards. In his rookie season, Sidney Dre put up 409, proving to be just an amazing backup running back. Receiving end, Davarius Moody was the main target, 828 yards. Christian Kirk only had 753 yards, but he had 12 touchdowns. Andy Isabella in the slot only with 2. This is, yeah, we might look to get another tight end or something. Checking out the defensive end, Hassan Reddick, 114 tackles. He had 2 picks, 6 TFLs, 3 sacks. Buda Baker, 104 tackles. Dion Vance, 3 interceptions. Yeah, Gerald Meeks, the superstar free safety, had 59 tackles and 2 picks. Christian Miles had 55 tackles. Wow. Okay, I didn't even look at sacks. The rookie put up 7. Lamar Rivers put up 6.5. So they combined for 13.5 sacks. Vernon Adams, 4.5. Not bad at all considering he's a normal development. Even Zach Allen contributing with 2.5 sacks. We might not need to draft defensive line. I think Miles and Lamar Rivers got it covered, mate. Okay, so I was about to say we had nobody in the Pro Bowl, but the rookie Christian Miles did make it to DT1. Other than that, I don't see anybody else. Buda Baker made it at cornerback 4. Yeah, that's it though. I don't know how I feel about that. Only 2 Pro Bowlers on our whole team. The Cowboys and the Browns end up making it to the Super Bowl. Let's go check out these yearly awards though. Lamar Jackson wins his 2nd MVP. Andy Dalton leading the 11-5 Patriots. Wow. We finished in 8th for Coach of the Year. Thought we would have done a little bit better there. Sidney Dre gonna win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Corey Clayton backing him up. And then Defensive Rookie, of course, we could have guessed this. Christian Miles, he's gonna get a nice little XP boost. Dennis Little, the outside linebacker, finished 6th. What do these boosts look like though? 3 increase to some 50 overalls. Christian Miles, it's only going to get 1 upgrade point though. Come on now. We finally get Sidney Dre up to 80 overall though, which is good to see. Can we get another ability? We do. We got Playmaker. Receivers with this ability will immediately and precisely react to the user's playmaker inputs. That's going to be kind of useful because we can get out the pocket with Kyler Murray and then kind of work on that. Let's just hope the free agency can be generous to us. We have $73 million, so we are literally going all in. All of the money being dropped. There's no way we lose. Davante Adams is here. He's a 95 overall wide receiver. Van Der Esch is here as well. He's a 94. Linebacker would be kind of nice. We got JJ Watt, Von Miller. We don't want somebody who's coming to the end of their career because it's not really going to help us next year. Van Der Esch got 93 excel, 95 block shedding. Wow, this guy's a monster. Fantastic catching, great excel, great speed. Ah, that's tough. My brain is straight up saying, stop messing around and get the linebacker. But in saying that, our offense just has no firepower. I'm going to go ahead and take Davante. We need him. Van Der Esch is not there anymore. I'm going to be mad. Never mind. Davante Adams is going to accept. Van Der Esch ends up going to the Buccaneers. They paid an arm and a leg for him anyway, so I'm not too stressed about that. That signing of Davante Adams, though, is going to boost our offense up to 85. And now, finally, we look like we can do some damage. Davante has double me, double move elite, red zone threat. I mean, geez. This just means going into the draft, we're definitely going to need to get a linebacker as a #1 priority. Matt Milano was not a superstar last year. Yeah, look, he got it in the Super Bowl week. Doing a little bit of messing around, we managed to move up to the first pick in the draft, traded a backup offensive lineman and 2 second-round picks for it. Now we can go ahead and pick up that linebacker. Hopefully he's not a bust though, because we need to go all in right now. Marvin Hankins, I don't know if he's worth the first pick. It's got to be Denard Lawrence. He's got a 7.1 combine. A-, A-, B+. There is no questions that this guy is going to be a straight monster. He's a 75 hidden development, ranked 5th in true talent. That's an increase. I will take that right here. What kind of player is he though? Terrible zone coverage. So he's kind of a project player right here. Balanced linebacker. I mean, I'm not against it. I'll take it. Good job. Who is still going to be on the board? Because I definitely know that left tackle ain't. We don't need to get wide receiver anymore, and my left tackle is gone, so rip that. The only person on the board is Kai Langster and Kendall Griggs. Both of them do not look good. I mean, hopefully we can just get some depth, move some players around. You're a 68, man. What an absolute bust, man. I can't get a good O-lineman in the draft. I'm just going to take this guy. We have nothing to lose. Out of Connecticut. He's a 71 overall. Ranked 15th in true talent, got him a 57. At this point, I'm just going to let the computer do the rest because we're not picking until the late 3rd. So getting a draft recap, did we get the best linebacker in the class? That is what I'm going to be wondering. We did. We pulled the best linebacker, Denard Lawrence. Jaleel Goodson, who was a player I really liked. He was a 76 overall. Mitch Daniel, man, this running back in the 2nd round was a 77. Another receiving back as well. Interesting. I got to say, man, I don't know what the deal is with my luck personally lately, but my draft classes have been super whack. Every X factor has been a D lineman, barely any good linebackers, no superstar offensive lineman. Marvin Hankins, though, might be that dude. Hold on, let me see what this development is. Just out of curiosity. He's already been drafted, so I can't get him. I just want to see what he is. He's a star development, so not even he's a superstar in X Factor. Telling you, my drafts are bugged, they're trash. And all of a sudden, we're starting to look pretty good. Davante Adams is already down to a 95. That's a yikes. He was a 96 like 3 minutes ago. I think that might have been a morale boost though. He's still an amazing player looking at the stats. The offensive line is not crazy good, but it'll get the job done, I'm hoping. It's just really difficult when you either can't get any in free agency or the draft doesn't give you any superstars. That's another big problem. Max Williams over at tight end. Hopefully he can get it done. Davante obviously got to make a big impact. Devarius Moody is going to be coming up to wide receiver #2. We have Kareem Hunt and Sidney Dre a running back. We also have an 87 overall Kyler Murray. So already the defense looks a million times better now that Hassan Reddick is at outside linebacker, and then we have Denard Lawrence, the rookie at middle linebacker. No idea what his development is, but I'm hoping it's not just star. Zach Allen is the only questionable thing on the D-line, and even he's still pretty good at 77 overall. We're not just an 80 overall and that's it, we're done, right? We're still in preseason week 1, and even though we're simulating all the way to the postseason, I'm going to be focus training the entire time. So that means by the end of next season, hopefully the overall is maybe like an 83, 84, 85. But that being said, fellas, that's gonna wrap up part 3 of the Reload draft build here with the Cougars. Hopefully the no editing thing isn't really a big deal and you guys still enjoy it. Let me know down in the comment section. But if you made it this far into the video, you are the real MVP. Hope the rest of your day is awesome. And from me personally, I'm out. Peace.